discussion here. I don't want to belabor this point too much because I think you're all aware of it. Physiology is a science, and what all that means, right, is that the information that we know about how the body works was gotten by doing something called the scientific method. It doesn't make, science and non-science isn't good and bad. It's apples and oranges. Science is science because there is a way that we can ask questions, gather information, infer answers, and interpret those answers from that. And that's what science is. It's iterative, right? I constantly do an experiment, I see what I get, I revise the hypothesis, do another experiment. I keep doing this iterative process over and over again. And so you'll see that what we have produced, and when you read through your textbook, is that we will begin to develop theories for how the body works. And by this, again, common use of the word theory would mean that, like, I have an idea, right? Theory here is the result of a collection of a large amount of information that supports a hypothesis. So theory is the same in the physical world as law, the law of gravity. Gravity's a theory, right? Because it's supported by a large volume of information. So when we talk about the theory of sliding filament contraction or something like that, I mean, this is the way it is. It's not I got an idea. That's a hypothesis, right? And we develop those in science, and we test them, and if they are supported by a large volume of information and repeated, then we elevate that to a theory. So, be careful about using the word theory and not so much using it, but when you read something and we say it's a theory, if it's saying it's a theory in your textbook, it's the way it is. It's the law. Or at least it's the law right now. It might change in the future. We may discover new things and whatever, and that happens all the time. And we may have to continue to modify how things work, right? And that happens all the time. I mean, science is ever changing. Okay? But we keep trying to do this process. Now, the reason I mentioned or put this on here is that, and you can read through what science is and whatever, but you've all had science classes before, so it's not really that important. We try to model, and when we do lab in here, we'll try to model this as best we can also. I mean, we will be designing experiments, collecting data, using human subjects, and we will be seeing, do those data we collect, do they support the ideas? Now, the ideas that were the hypotheses that we're forwarding are founded, meaning that